I ate some humble pie today. That's what I did. That's what I did with this challenge. It wasn't a good day. Hi everybody, and welcome back to day 3 of Viewer's Choice Challenge here at Lori's Boston Found. My name is Lori. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy that you found me. This is a channel all about thrifting. I share my adventures in reselling with you. And this week I am doing a series called Viewer's Choice Thrift Challenge, and it is just that. I did a poll on Instagram last week, asked people for some ideas on thrift challenges, and then I took all of the information that I got from that, and every day I'm putting up 4 options for a challenge. And then my audience votes. I go to a thrift store and I do the challenge that is winning. The choices for today were to find sweaters that would sell for $35 or more. That's actually what I wanted to do. The next category was finding outfits that you would wear to Disney, so Disney bound outfits. The third category, which I thought was pretty interesting but would have been challenging today, was to style a viewer. And the suggestion was that I FaceTime a viewer, get an idea of their style, and then go out and thrift an outfit for them. I told my mom about that and she's like, you could do that with me anytime. So maybe that's a video for the future. But the one that won was Thrift the Decades. So find a piece from each decade. And it wasn't specific which decade, but honestly, I did so bad. I did so bad. Whew, I don't know if fatigue is setting in or what, but I struggled today on so many levels. I still haven't showered yet today. It's 3 o'clock. I'm just filming this video now. I drove 45 minutes to thrift, which probably wasn't the best decision. And I went to a place that I love to shop at, but they don't have a ton of vintage. And I kind of knew that going in. Like, well, maybe it will make it more of a challenge. It did. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses. We'll look a little bit at how I did thrifting, and then we'll come back here for a haul. Well, how is that for a setup? You all must be very excited to see how this went now. I'm going through my cart here at Goodwill, and very, very little of it is from the decades, other than the one we are currently in. Some Madewell denim overalls, another pair of Madewell pants, a graphic tee. I've already folded everything, and I'm going through and I'm thinking to myself, is there anything in this pile that represents the decades other than the one we're in? So I start looking. This jacket looks vintage, but I can't really place it date-wise. One of the ideas that I had while I was shopping was to put a complete outfit together with different garments from each decade, like spanning from the 60s to current or the 70s to current. So I'm looking for a jacket now because I found a pair of pants that I thought were from the 80s, and then I found a top that was from the 2010s, and that's what I'm going for here. So I'm just really trying to fill in the pieces here, maybe find a pair of shoes or maybe some earrings, a jacket, something to complete the look. I was unsuccessful, spoiler alert, but I'm still looking. Definitely A for effort. I was at Goodwill for an hour and a half and realized I had only 30 minutes left on the meter, so decided to go next door to Buffalo Exchange in hopes to find some vintage pieces. While I did score some really beautiful vintage here, the trouble with modern day is that there are so many styles that are designed to look vintage. This was gorgeous. It was $22 and I almost picked it up, but I couldn't confirm that it was vintage. Same with this knit piece. So it was difficult. There are many styles that look like they're from the 70s, look like they're, this looks like it could be on the cast of Cabaret. I found some Everlane. I get distracted very easily. There were so many modern pieces that were cool. I've never thrifted the glove shoes, I think that's what they're called, by Everlane. Those were $30. They were running a sale, so if it had a sale tag on it, it was 25 or 30% off. I almost grabbed this to go with the pants from the 80s that you'll see during the haul. It said that it was made in the USA and it appeared to be vintage, but this tag had a style number, so I just wasn't sure. And I grabbed it at first, but when I kept looking, I saw 4 more of them on the rack, so it was not vintage. This was absolutely beautiful and likely vintage, that Pendleton jacket, but it was $65, so I had to leave that behind. Typically, I don't do that well at Buffalo Exchange. But I swear, because I only had 30 minutes left on my meter, I was finding all sorts of things that were interesting to me on this day. I thought maybe I would find a band tee from the 90s, but the 90s did not make an appearance today, unfortunately. These pants seem pretty interesting to me, and they are new with tag. They are priced at $25, but I go ahead and do a really quick search, and the comps look promising, and these look really interesting. So it looks like I have a piece from the 60s. But then I quickly go downstairs and find another piece from the 60s, but possibly the 70s. There is a union tag on this dress. It spans between the mid-60s to the early 70s, so I guess there is a chance. This is an example of a dress that looks vintage, but it is a new with tag, like made in China, fast fashion dress. And once again, I am distracted by an Everlane piece. These are overalls and they're in really great shape, but I don't think any room left for me to flip those at that price. But it is nice to see such nice brands. This was my very first time finding this brand, American Giant. I was really excited, and yeah, definitely take that home with me. It's on sale. This Patagonia was $28. This is a cool Free People piece that's on sale that I decide to grab, and then I head home. This is what my trunk looks like when I forget my bags. These are all from Goodwill. These are all from Buffalo Exchange. Spent $75 at Goodwill on a ton of stuff, and I spent just over $100 at Buffalo. What do you think, Lulu? What do you think, babe girl? Hello. Hello, pretty. I missed you too. This is one of my favorite Goodwills for all of the modern stuff that I find. So I'm going to show you some of the modern stuff that I find at the end of this haul. But just for the sake of this video, we should really start with the decades. And it's going to be really quick, you know, because I did terrible. I think one of the tricky things about shopping the decades is you don't always know exactly when a piece is from. When I'm looking for pieces, it can't just be any old piece from the decade. I'm also looking for something that I can resell for a profit. Let's start with these pants from Levi's because I'm pretty excited about these. I paid $25 for these pants. So they are the Stay Pressed sportswear Levi's, and they are new with tag, and they have this incredible little plaid check pattern. These pants were made in 1963. I believe they started to be sold at Levi's in 1964, and they actually baked them in an oven. In the early 60s, Levi's figured out a way to put a permanent crease into trousers. Creases were made with a steam press, and then the garment was baked, yes, baked in an oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, triggering the catalyst that made the resin bond with the fabric. The result was a permanent crease. Curing ovens were installed at the company's Knoxville, Tennessee factory, and a few managers were heard to mutter, "If this doesn't work, we're going to be baking a lot of bread in Knoxville." I thought that was so interesting. So I thought these were pretty unique, and even though I did pay up for them, I saw sold listings anywhere from $35, which was common, but I saw a lot above $60, $70, some over $100. Because they're from the 60s and rare and in beautiful condition and this great pattern, I'm really hoping to get above $75 for these. So I think in the end, it will be worth it. Have you ever sold these? The Stay Pressed Levi's tag, it says stays pressed, never needs ironing, which is pretty cool. There it is. Anyway, I absolutely love this dress based on the union tag that was made, I think, between the years of 1964 and 1973. So it's lined on the inside. What I love about this too is it's a decent size. I would put this probably by vintage standards. This is probably a plus size dress. By today's standards, I would say it's like a 12 or a 14. So I think that's really exciting when I can find vintage that is in a larger size. I get very excited. So that is the tag that I looked up, and that is the best that I could place it. There's no designer name on it, but it is lined. It's in beautiful condition. I'm excited to list this, and I will probably list it around $75 and just see how it does. I'm not in a rush to sell either of these vintage pieces, and that's the thing with certain vintage is you don't know how long you're gonna have to hold on to it. Okay, so we're gonna skip the 70s. You know, maybe this was from 1970 73, 71, 2, 3, or 4. It could be, it really could be. Would you think this was a 60s pattern or a 70s pattern? Okay, I actually really like these pants. And one of the thoughts that I had when I was at Goodwill is I wanted to put together an outfit from all the different decades, but put it into one outfit. That was like my thought midway through shopping, and then I just couldn't do it. I couldn't piece it together. But I did get two pieces, one from the 80s and one from the 2010s. I think the top that I got to go with this was from 2014. This is just the brand Rafaela, and it's 100% wool. I just think these pants are great. I feel like this is something that Aritzia would sell for $140. They're just a very classic high-waisted blush pink or like a very light mauve high-waisted pair of pants. I really feel like these would work seamlessly in an outfit today in 2022. I love the color, the size is good. I don't think this would have translated quite as well if these were just basic black or gray or navy blue, but there was something about this color that felt very modern to me. So I decided to grab these pants. So the top that I got to go with it is from the store Express, and it's this beautiful sheer top. I think this is just stunning. And I think with this, again, this kind of feels like an outfit from Aritzia. I was trying to find a vintage camisole to go under this because I thought that would be really beautiful. I was also looking for shoes. I just was striking out all over the place. Coastal Grandma was such a hit too. I had so much fun with that. I picked up this scarf, and this is vintage and tailor, made in Japan. I'm guessing this is 70s. And I am not like a vintage specialist. Then I picked up this bag, and this is actually just embarrassing. This is Jessica McClintock, so I thought this is really cute. I was starting to pull together different looks, and then neither one of them really came together. But I got this vintage Ann Taylor scarf, which I actually think is beautiful. It looks really beautiful on camera. I picked up this bag, this evening bag from Jessica McClintock, and I looked at it really quickly, and I saw that it said Jessica McClintock, and I grabbed it, thinking at least millennial timing, maybe late 90s. This metal seemed kind of more current. Anyways, I got home and I looked, and it's made in China. And then I looked online, and Nordstrom Rack is selling Jessica McClintock bags like this with this bar. This is probably modern. So this was like a big fail. And that is all I got for the decades. Yes, a huge struggle. I feel like I need a do-over with this challenge, but I did get some really exciting modern pieces, and I would love to share them with you today. This, I only got charged $2.99. I thought this was really beautiful. It's just a Lulu's little cami, like this little sleeveless. I think this is so pretty. Just a really versatile piece, and I do love this brand, Lulu's, and it's a size medium. I thought this was really pretty. I found this at Buffalo Exchange. They were having a 25% off sale, and I did not run the comps. I think this was $13 and then 25% off, but this is Free People. This is the front right here. Some of these shirts do very, very well, and because this was so decorated, I thought that maybe this would be one. It has the really fun sleeves. And the front, I should probably just do a Google search on this. It's in really excellent condition. My guess is that it's an older Free People piece. So maybe this is a Y2K. I don't know. There was a time where this style and Free People would sell for like $50, and I don't think it's there anymore, but I've never seen one that was this much fun, and it's got the low scoop back. So I thought it was really cute. This blazer had just come out. I got a bunch of new with tag items today. This is just a J. Crew blazer in this great pink color. It's the Park style, and it's a size 10, so great color, great size, and it feels like probably a linen and cotton blend. It's spring of 2019, and it's a linen polyester blend. This is a beautiful blazer. I want to get this listed as soon as I can. This was a half off color, so this was $9.99 and then half off at Goodwill. And Rocco, my son, is going to Maine in the fall, and I've been just looking to get him light jackets. He doesn't like heavy coats. It's lined with this like cozy here, and it's corduroy, just really a nice jacket. The brand is Jack's New York. Tribeca, New York. It's a size medium. Doesn't it look so Maine? I think he will look so cute in that. This was only $2.99. It reminded me of that brand, The Mountain. I think I'm gonna sell this at my Whatnot sale tomorrow, but it's not The Mountain, it's Island Alpaca. Oh my gosh, Island Alpaca, Martha's Vineyard. You know what's so funny? When I did Thrift Across New England last summer, I went to Martha's Vineyard and I got a beautiful alpaca blanket from this store, Island Alpaca, Martha's Vineyard. And so this is just, look at how cute, how sweet that face is. So I think I'm gonna auction this at my Whatnot sale tomorrow. I'm doing all cozy clothing and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you'll tune in. I am taking tomorrow off from my challenges and then I'll resume on Friday. But I think I'm gonna put this in the show. I'm doing sweatshirts, t-shirts, lounge pants, and just cozy things in general. This I saw on my way out. It was behind the counter. I'm sure this needs no introduction, but I was checking out and I saw it hanging at Goodwill and I thought, oh, they're probably gonna have that priced at $15 or $20. And I said, how much for the green shirt? And he's like, $7.99. I said, I'll take it for $7.99. It's really pretty. I don't see many Johnny Was pieces that are green, and it's got the like a scoopy V-neck, and it is a size large. Look at the beautiful, beautiful embroidery on this. I haven't found Johnny Was in a while. I like the length of it, but it's a really beautiful piece. There's no staining, and this was right at the end that I spotted it, and it had the new color, which was blue this week. So yeah, that was a great score right as I was walking out the door. Always a good day when you find Johnny Was. This was a J. Jill top that had just come out. I mentioned J. Jill yesterday in my Coastal Grandma style, which by the way, if you're just tuning into these videos for the first time, this is a whole series. So there will be a playlist called Viewers Choice Thrift Challenge, such a mouthful. But I talked about J. Jill yesterday. I loved the style. I loved the embroidery. Everybody loves a good embroidered shirt, and it was new with tag, and it was a 1X. So I'm always looking for cool pieces in plus sizes, and this fit the bill on all levels. I think this is really pretty. Okay, this is the place where I always find Madewell. Today was no exception. These are some overalls by Madewell. I almost didn't grab these because they are a skinny leg, but they're from 2020, so they're not that old, and some of the comps are really good. Some of the comps are weak on these. I saw comps as low as like $35 for overalls. That's pretty low, maybe even $25, $30. But then I saw some that were more in the $60 range. So I'm hoping to get around $50 for these. They are a size small. They have a side zip. With fall right around the corner, back to school, I always think of fall and overalls together. So we'll see. I think they just charged me for jeans. So I think I paid $7.49 or $7.99 for this. This I just discovered was missing a button when I got home, which was kind of a bummer. These are Madewell also, and they're these adorable wide leg pants in this great color. Hopefully I can still get around $20, $25. I pay $6.50. Other than that though, they're in excellent condition. I believe these are a size 2. Somebody commented yesterday if I would mention the sizes, so I'm so sorry if I haven't been mentioning them. I'll try to keep that in mind. I loved this. This is just Ann Taylor Loft, but I thought this blazer was fantastic. I keep telling myself to stop buying blazers because I have so many, but I couldn't resist. This has that gorgeous mustard color going through. It's also a size 10, and it was also new with tag today, and it was the yellow color, so this was half off. So this was $7.99, and then half off I paid $4 for this. How could I not? Would you have grabbed this or left it behind? I think it's so great for the fall. This is from October of 2020, and it is an acrylic and wool blend. Isn't that gorgeous? I loved it. This sweater I purchased on sale at Buffalo Exchange, and I knew immediately when I saw it that I was gonna grab it. I think this was priced at $18 and then discounted. I sold a sweater like this, extremely similar to this. It's Wilfred from Aritzia. I talked about this brand. I picked up a piece, Babaton, from the same store a few days ago. But this is an Aritzia sweater, and it's got the buttons down the front, and I sold something really similar. Hold on, I'm gonna bring my little light over here because I have my phone connected. I sold an Aritzia sweater a long time ago. Okay, This is the Wilfred plunge front cropped ribbed cardigan sweater, and I sold it in cream for $80 Monday, October 5th of 2020. So I'm sure the value has gone down, but I remember when I posted this, it got 25 likes. This is the one that I sold. And it got 25 likes in such a short amount of time, and I couldn't understand. It was like really blowing up, and then I realized it was in the store and it was full price. So I'm sure I'm not gonna get $80 for this 2 years later, but I do think that this was a really desirable style from the brand, and I recognized it immediately because I remember when I sold that, I couldn't believe the hype over that sweater, but I think in store it was like $150. And so that's why people were all over it. And mine was not new with tag, but it's got these really nice sleeves. Just a very classic style. So hopefully this one will do well. I'm hoping for between 50 and 60 for this one. Okay, wow, the comps are still really good. So $80, 93. They must have stopped making this Wilfred sweater because some of these comps are even better than when I sold mine. This is my listing. $80. All right, so a lot of these people are pricing them here. This one, 55, that's the lowest one I've seen. There's a black one for 81. There's one for 60. I can't tell if that's blue. And then these 180. Maybe I'll press mine at 75 or 80 and we'll see. We'll see how it does. Glad I grabbed that. Next up, another sale item at Buffalo Exchange. These Madewell jeans. They are size 32, which is why I grabbed them. They are the slim demi boot. Oh, they're a 31, not a 32. But I love them in this color. I have so many Madewell jeans in stock right now. I've been hitting the jackpot with Madewell. I need to like get them all sorted out and get them all listed. I do have so many drafts right now, and I've been listing things as fast as I can. If there's anything you see from the haul that you're interested in, and I say this in most of these videos because I'm pumping them out so fast, leave it in the comments, let me know what you're interested in, and I'll try to get it listed as soon as I can for you. More new with tag items, that would have been, I kind of want to do that challenge. I might put that as an option. Again, I think it would be really fun to source all new with tags. I put it as an option the other day, but it didn't win. Today, I feel like I would have kicked butt with the new with tag stuff, and I left so many behind. This is just an Ann Taylor, not Loft, Ann Taylor in this beautiful blue. It's an extra large. It is new with tags. It feels like it might be a silk blend, but it's probably polyester. You know, if people are still home working remotely, it's a great Zoom chat shirt. And I picked these up for me. They are J. Crew high-rise Cameron in a size 12. These were also new with tag. Just these nice trouser pants. When I worked at American Girl, we had to wear black pants like this. I had the same 4 pairs and I wore them into the ground. I mean, I haven't been at American Girl in a few years now, but I haven't really updated my black pants because I don't typically have a need for them, but I thought these were gorgeous. I mean, if the comps are really good on these, maybe I'll list them, but I love that they're high rise. They're like that more modern fit where they're right at your ankle. I could use a nice pair of black pants. I've mentioned this before. I'm really trying to work on my capsule wardrobe, and I feel like a good pair of black trouser pants is definitely something for a wardrobe that is a staple piece, and I really should get rid of some of my old pants. So that's why I grabbed those. The last thing is a new to me brand. I've heard of it before, but I've never found American Giant. I was super excited when I found this at Buffalo Exchange. I wish I had more time. I had 2 hours on the meter where I was, and when I brought the Goodwill stuff out to my car, it said I had 29 minutes left, and they're very strict with tickets in this area. So I had to hustle to Buffalo Exchange because I was so behind the 8 ball on finding decades, pieces from the different decades. Then as I was going through the store, I found the Madewell, I found the Aritzia, and then I found this American Giant. The comps weren't as fantastic. I don't know if there are certain ones from American Giant, certain styles that do really well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, these were listed like 75, 60 to 75, $80. So I wasn't disappointed. This was $16 and then like 25, 30% off. So even though my decades search fell short, I was really happy with some of the modern pieces that I found. So one could argue the decade that did the best for me are the 2020s. It's always fun doing these thrift challenges. I definitely am feeling a little fatigued at this point. Also this week, my dear friend Hope was diagnosed with breast cancer. And a lot of you know Hope. She's Rags to Riches on YouTube, and it's just been really hard. So tomorrow for my Whatnot sale, my buy it now items are going to be breast cancer awareness stickers. So if anybody wants to hop into the show and just get a sticker, I'm going to send all of the proceeds over to Hope. And also anything in the show that is pink, the proceeds from any of those sales are gonna go to Hope. Thank you to everybody who has reached out to me. We did start a little fund for her. We were able to send her a gift card for DoorDash and also money for bills and such. She is a nurse, and Hope is always helping other people. And I just want to make sure that she's getting the support that she needs right now. So if you have a second tomorrow, tune into my Whatnot sale at 3 p.m. Once again, anything that I sell that is pink is going to go towards Hope, and I will have all of the breast cancer awareness stickers for sale. And I'm going to have different price points, $2, $5, $10. Any bit will help. So I will take a day off from YouTube tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday with a new challenge, and I might put another post up to see if anybody wants to give some new ideas. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell if you want to get notified when I release videos. I am going to take a much needed shower and then come out and edit this video, and it'll be live tonight. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.